Question 48 says find the value of x in the diagram below. This is the diagram. It's a right angle triangle, and when you have a right angle triangle, most likely what should come in mind first is Pythagoras Theorem, particularly when you're asked to find a side or an angle. Now in this case, like we've done in previous questions, we have to find the hypotenuse first. The hypotenuse is the side that is opposite angle 90. This is angle 90 here. We trace our line to the side, which is this. That's 16 meters. That's our hypotenuse. The next is to find our opposite. The opposite angle is that which is opposite to the acute angle given to us. The acute angle here is 30 degrees because acute angles are angles less than 90. And in this case, we're talking about a right angle triangle. So we trace from the angle down to the side it hits x. So we have this as our opposite. And the last is the adjacent. In this case, where we have an angle and a side and we're asked to find a side, we use SOHCAHTOA of the Pythagoras Theorem. So we have our SO, S-O-H, CA, C-A-H, and TOA, T-O-A. Which of these are we going to apply? Now looking at the question, we are asked to find the opposite. We have the hypotenuse and we have the angle. The S represents sine theta, the O represents opposite, the H represents hypotenuse. This C represents cos, this is cos theta, the A represents the adjacent, the H represents the hypotenuse. For T, this is tan theta is O represents opposite and A represents adjacent. The formula that has the opposite and the hypotenuse is the one we're going to use in this case. That's OH, which is so. We know our theta is 30 degrees, our hypotenuse, which is our H, is 16 meters, and we're asked to find our opposite, which is x. That's our unknown. Applying so, that's sine theta equals opposite over hypotenuse. We know our theta is 30, so we have sine 30 equals, the opposite is unknown, which is x, over the hypotenuse is 16 meters. We can leave it at 16, ignoring the unit. Since we want this fraction to go off and make it plain, we can then say sine 30 over 1, then we cross multiply. Or like they say in math, you multiply both sides by 16, whichever way you still get it. For the sake of easy understanding, we cross multiply. We'll start with this, x times 1, because we want the unknown to be on the left. We have x times 1 equals 16 times sine 30. Don't go and write 30 sine 16. Be careful here. 16 times sine 30. X times 1 is x equals 16 times sine 30 is 0.5. Next, x equals 16 times 0.5 will give you 8. Since our unit is in meters, so we have it as 8 meters. The answer to question 48 is C, 8 meters.